words?
Where's
what's
the?
this?
This is just a bit of liquid courage.
Yeah,
Yep.
no problem,
Teeg's,
Jet.
not Jet. Teeg's pinched all the keys from all the vehicles around, and so if you see the ride on mile cruising down the road, you know that's me.
Sorry about that.
Good afternoon, family. Dennis and Jude have cared for and supported Teegin throughout her life. This next moment acknowledges a very special relationship and the love you share. I would now like to ask them formally, who brings Teegin to stand beside Michael?
Oh, I guess we do.
You'll need it.
Stand close. Oh,
While they do some breathing. Teegin and Michael will exchange rings as a physical symbol of the vows they are making to one another. As the ceremony proceeds, can I ask you, families and friends of Teegin and Michael, to please warm these rings by passing them along. As you hold them in your hands, pause for a brief moment and make your wishes for the couple and for their future together before you pass them on to the next person. These rings will not only be a gift from one to another, but will also be given with love, support, and the wisdom of their family and friends. The story of Snakeweed Mick, Akka, corn dog, and Lady Teegin of the Vale, Akka, Ginny, officially began no less than 13 years ago to this day. Although they went to preschool and grade 1 together, and later Teegin spent a fair amount of high school time with Jodie, the attraction never prospered. This may have something to do with the fact that Teegin thought Mick was just Jodie's dud brother, who did mean things like tie guinea grass to the electric fences for the horses to eat. After high school, they worked together at the 5-star supermarket, the Top Shop, where there were rumours of fondling in the cold room. Thank you, Shane. But no, their romance did not start there. Teegin moved to Townsville to study. Mick started visiting while she was house sitting. Teegin got sus. However, it wasn't until a visit to Cardwell that things started to gel. Looking down on the lights of Cardwell from the lookout, perched in the back of the ute, Mick made his move. Jodie announced the shift in relationship status at home with Teegin staying a night, but not in my room. Thanks, Jodie. Karen's reply gave the required consent. Well, it's about bloody time. Thanks, Karen. A 4-year long distance romance developed. Rick, Teegin's housemate, put up with the creaking floorboards. Thank you, Rick. The purchase of Snakeweed to house Teegin and Mick's menagerie was the next big step. Thanks, Mick, for selling all of your toys. Now we're up to writing the next new chapter. We are all here because we want to witness this important part of Teegin and Mick's story. We are here sharing hope, love and support for everything that life will bring, and to remind ourselves that love is the experience of writing your own story. Teegin and Mick, today is the start of an exciting new chapter. And I need to ask, Michael, do you now choose Teegin to be your wife, to share your life openly with her, to speak truthfully and lovingly to her, to accept her fully as she is and delight in who she is becoming? Do you promise to tolerate her dog biting you on the calf? Keep your steak supply tender enough to cut with a butter knife? And to never ever sigh or yawn loudly? Teegin, do you now choose Michael to be your husband, to share your life openly with him, to speak truthfully and lovingly to him, to accept him as he is and delight in who he is becoming? Do you promise to hang the toilet paper the correct way, keep the fridge stocked with cold beer, and limit the dog count to under one hand?
Sorry. Which hand is this? Left hand. Four, five, six, seven, eight. I yeah. Thank
Okay. I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Before you join in marriage, in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is the union of a man and a woman to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. Michael, please repeat after me.
Someone's looking.
You're not married.
I call upon the people here to witness that I, Michael Meacham, take you, Teegin Bull, to be my lawful wedded wife. I promise to encourage you, inspire you, and love you through the good times and the bad times that life throws at us.
Not really. I'll have a few. One word at a time.
The people here to witness that I, Teegin Bull, take you, Michael Meacham, to be my lawful wedded husband. I promise to encourage you, inspire you, and love you through the good times and the bad times that life throws at us.
Family and friends, in witnessing these vows, will you do everything in your power to support Teegin and Michael in their marriage? If so, say, we will.
Still, we'll try.
Can I have the rings back?
Where'd they go?
Don't bury them. You gave them. You gave them. Farm money. Can anyone deal? Thanks, Emily.
This is the point in the ceremony where we usually talk about the wedding bands being a perfect circle with no beginning and no end. Love is like that. It's hot, dirty work. It comes from humble beginnings made by imperfect beings. It's the process of making something beautiful where it was once nothing at all.
This is my promise. To accept your imperfections and recognize your beauty. I give it to you as a sign that I choose you and as a reminder that I'll always love you.
This ring is my promise to accept your imperfections and recognize your beauty. I give it to you as a sign that I choose you and as a reminder that I'll always love you.
May your friendship and trust endure and strengthen your life together. May your love be renewed each day and your understandings of each other grow with your love until the one with each night becomes a lifetime of happiness together. Teegin and Michael, I am delighted to pronounce you husband and wife. Michael, you may now kiss this beautiful bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to sign the registry in the presence of two witnesses. It's time for a raffle. We need two witnesses. Inside this hat, we have some names. These names are of the most important people in Teegin and Michael's lives, their families. Darling people that are families, and like families, and better than families, and very good friends.
Yeah. Pick it out of the hat.
Come on down, Dick Murray.
Come on down, Sister Jody Mitchell.
Winner, chicken dinner. Ladies and gentlemen, just give us a few moments to do the legal bits and pieces, and we'll be right back with you.
Just put X.
Can I I spell it? I have to spell my middle name too.
X, that's all. You don't have to spell much.
Oh, you look at you. Oh, you fit it.
Nice.
Ready?
Yeah, underneath.
Oh, that's a lot neater than he'll be.
Nice, Jod. And
Righto, here's the next part of the show. Come on, you guys. Step forward. I'd like to introduce you all to Michael and Teegin, or what was I say? To the bride and groom, the married couple. God bless them. What happens now, people, is what happens now is that Taffy will put on some more appropriate music, and we've got 20 minutes for drinkies, and these guys will circulate and be hugged and cuddled and all that. Right, take it away, Taffy.
No, bubbles.
Oh, no hugs? No hugs. Yeah. Go easy on Teegin. She's fertile. Here we go. And when the bell rings, it'll be time to take a seat. And when you take a seat, it doesn't matter who you sit with, where you are, you'll be next to a big person, and that's a fact.
We're all sitting next to you.
You know, well, I'm a chicken fried, a cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, I was raised up beneath the shade of a Georgia pine, and that's home, you know. Sweet tea, pecan pie, and homemade wine, where the peaches grow. In my house, it's not much to talk about, but it's filled when love is grown in
Soup, stew and pudding. I believe the best way to make this work is if both marquees set out when the bell goes to get your first course and the second course and the third course. If one table at a time from each marquee gets rolling, and I'm not going to tell you which one it is because you can work it out yourselves, just one table at a time, roll over there, pick up your grub and get back.
Hey, Nick.
Yes?
What about these cool buggers?
No, they're out of luck. You're going to get that with a big job like this. And when everybody's back and sitting down comfortably for each course, anyone with kids go first, or any old people like kids go first. Yeah, kids get priority. Just hop in. So once, as each course rolls, when everybody's back, there'll be a speech from somebody. So there'll be one speech, two speech, three speech, and if anyone wants to top up their grub at any stage, go and do so. Right, now I'll get Teegin's bell and I'll ask young Teegin if she will do the next bit, which is to thank you all for coming. Oh God, she's got more than 5 minutes there too. There's pages of it. But you could easily get gonged, my dear. You're up, you're on, go, speak quickly.
Not gonna cry. But it doesn't matter because I've got these fake eyelashes that I keep seeing. Hey! He needs a drink. Alright. I'll just start without him because that's how life's going to roll from here on in. I don't like beer. Cider, yeah. As we all know, Mick's a man of very few words, like his father, which has always landed me with the job of doing all the talking. Some of the Western Suburbs crew, wherever the hell they are, they're going to recall a complaint once. Thank you, husband. They're going to recall a complaint once, many years back, from a colleague that the reason that she was so slow in surgery was due to my ever-running mouth. So I'm going to try and keep this shortish, but I've got about 4 pages, so bear with me. But the soup's not quite ready, so convenient. Funny how I still work there, despite that complaint. So Mick and I were still coasting along for quite a number of years. A couple of years back, some fool thought it might be a great idea to throw a curveball at me and get the favourite dog, Bella, of course, who's barking from her crate, to write me a proposal letter. I'm going to share that letter with you now. So Bella wrote me this letter a couple of years back. I'll try and read it in her voice, of course. Yo, what up? Bitch, feed me. It's me, Bella. I can't write, so I had to get Mick to scribble this down. Like dead set, this is his handwriting. Well, I can type, but a text would be too corny. Anyways, so you and Mick, 11 years, eh? How the time flies. He must be alright though, if you've hung around this long. I mean, he's been kicking around for as long as I can remember. Bella's 13 and a half. Didn't like him all that much at first. Well, the butcher smell, I love that. But that bleach or something, it just made me freak out. Every time I smelt it, I just ran. Don't even know why. But eventually, I got over it, and I've come to realise that he ain't that bad. In fact, he's a bloody good bloke. Now, we chat quite a bit when you're not around, and have become bloody close buddies. Yeah, we kick the ball, we go for walks, we chase the stick if Dizzy lets me get it. So yeah, we're cool. Now don't get upset, because it's come to my attention that I ain't gonna be around forever. Apparently just a couple of years, according to Greg, wherever he is. Couple of years he gave Bella, a couple of years ago. But I sure know Mick will be, even through thick and thin, laughter and tears, poverty and wealth, biscuits and bones. Shit, I'm getting hungry. Better hurry this up. So me and the other dogs, we love you more than anything. More than any bone, any stick, any ball. We would be utterly lost without you. I'm so cheesy right now, but I'm a dog and I can get away with it. There's only one person that loves you more than we do, and I think he's got a question for you. P.S. He's got my vote. So that was... Sorry, pretty embarrassed right now, but anyway. So that was our unique proposal. Of course, this plan was always going to be foiled. You know the rule, you can't work with kids or animals without there being some sort of catch. Mick had high hopes for the old girl. He thought they'd settled their differences, but alas, Bella's demons came back to haunt them, and her fear of butchers wouldn't let her deliver the letter hanging by her collar like he had all planned out. I've always joked about that dog knowing something about him, but anyway... Instead of said letter being delivered by the favourite, he awkwardly had to hand me the letter and reckoned, Bella wants to tell you something. From there we started these wonderful plans. With the construction of Snakeweed Tavern already underway, of course the only God, how drunk am I? Of course, the only place to hold this big day was right here. We then ran into multiple hiccups, rather big ones really, you know, more like uncontrollable sneezing, the type that makes you pee your pants a little. So the big day was postponed to rid ourselves and some of those around us from the Big C. The Big C was followed by a few more health issues, and by this time I'm thinking, for a pair of young, healthy, easygoing people, we're turning into a pair of duds. This is where you lot, everyone here, comes into our story. Many of you here we haven't seen in donkey's years. many of you here wouldn't even know that the last 13 years, the last 2 have been by far
Someone's interested.
all of our life struggles. In fact, many of you here don't even know us. You found out there was a party on Facebook and you turned up for a free feed. But all of you are here because in some way, shape or form, somewhere over the last 13 years, no crying, no crying, no crying, you lot have helped write our story. And for that, we thank you very much. No? Helen's personal space and mine are about touching right now, so that's not going to happen. On the flip side, there's quite a few special people here for us. My job's to make sure that they especially know how much we value them and what they've done. The most obvious is our parents, Mum and Dad, Karen and Jeff. Thank you for always being our pillars, our stepping stones, and of course our money trees. The job of a parent is really no easy feat, and we're both really lucky enough to have 2 sets that have paved the way in this whole marriage business. They've set a fabulous example for all of us, and we really hope to follow this in your footsteps. There are numerous other people that have made this day really all come together. It's only taken 2 months to the day to sort this, but there really isn't time to thank all of you that helped, especially in the last week, but you all know who you are, and obviously most of them are still over there slaving away over our dinner. So thank you very much for everyone that helped pull this together. I've saved the most important and the most soppy till last, but I'm still not going to cry, okay? You know, in life how you've had a network of family, friends, siblings and parents for support, but then sometimes some of us are really extra blessed to have people that aren't in any way connected to us via genetics. And in this case, thank God for that. But are our true voice of reason, true really do anything for you type people, true go-to people, and in this case, truly insane people. Yes, I'm talking about Dick and Robin Murray. Robin Murray, wherever she is, hiding. Over here, Robin and Dick Murray. Without these 2 people in our lives, we really would most likely be A, unemployed, me. B, living on under a skillion roof somewhere out whoop whoop. C, bored of life in general. D, fallen off our push bikes. Because you know the old saying, Dick, you got to keep pedaling to keep moving forward. That's right. And E, all of the above. I'm 100% sure over these years Robin has enjoyed her snakeweed respite time. But in all reality, if Dick didn't help use that cray-cray mind of his to build this empire we now officially, according to the sign, call Snakeweed Flats, life really wouldn't be complete for us. And if Robbie didn't pick me up over the 1,000 times over throughout the last 8 years, I certainly would be on a very different path. So really, all of the fun, fortune, festivities we've just enjoyed and will continue to enjoy tonight is really largely due to these 2 one-of-a-kind people. Can we all please join in giving these pair 3 cheers? Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Thank you. I've just got one more sentence. Do you want to ring the bell? No. That's a lot of rambling, and I've run out of time to be all soppy about my one true love over here, my newly crowned husband. So we're going to skip skip that part. We're just going to get on with the drinking because that's what my mate here, Corn Dog, would really like to do.
No one else would Earth gets a hug off too. She was dressed like Ellie Mae Clampett. With the rope around the belt, you know, tied in a knot. And, you know, I thought, I don't know how it came about, but I noticed that her utility car had a whole lot of mess in the front seat on the other side. And there was baked bean tins and orange peels and bloody empty rum bottles. And I thought, yeah, this one might be okay. So we gave her a go and she sort of turned out halfway all right. Righto, lovely people. Now that's it. We're going to up for soup now.
This is the tucker train. Cooks.
Pretty awesome, mate. Hey, thanks for doing this.
The lineup. More bushfire. How are we feeling now?
Good.
Good?
Leave.
More beer.
More beer now.
Beer,
More
yeah.
beer. More beer. More beer and some soup.
Good one.
How awesome is this, everybody? Woo! Definitely. Where's our boy? I've been trying to think a couple of colourful stories of Michael when he was growing up. One involves a brown eye, and one involves fireworks. At the last day of school for Michael in grade 6, he decided he was going to his mate's place on the Jessie's bus for the weekend. And his mate, who was in year 7, obviously was celebrating his last day at primary school. So, unbeknownst to me, Christine Eiley told me the story a few days later that they decided to do a brown eye on the back of the bus so that everybody got to see their derrieres. And it was exactly the same thing as what Dennis said, what the principal said. I'm thinking, I've got to keep a straight face here, I've got to keep a straight face here. So, yeah. And I thought, what a way for him to be able to start year 7. He's going to be up at the principal's office, isn't he? But thank goodness, everything was forgotten by then. And another time, Jeff and I have been riding bikes for many years, and we took Michael to the Tablelands to a Watt rally, which with all these big rough bikies there. So his mate Kevin Brooks and him realised that we'd actually taken some fireworks with them. So unbeknownst to us, Kevin and Michael go and get a skyrocket. And instead of the skyrocket going up, it flew through this tent of this big rough bikie. Well, I've never seen two people run so fast and hide behind their dads. So I just shook my head and I thought, oh dear. All I was so pleased that it wasn't this bloke's bike, it was only his tent. Michael, I might get a bit soppy here.
Breathe.
I honestly don't know a nicer bloke than our Michael. He's just a wonderful young man. Whatever you choose to do, you do it 110%. Sometimes you might not do it quite when Teegin wants you to do it. But Teegin, you'll get used to it, okay? And how nice that he's been able to find someone just as nice as what I think he is. They're just going to make a wonderful couple. I would like to propose a toast to each and every one of you tonight, besides Mick and Teegin, because if it wasn't for each and every one of you who have made a major impact in Michael and Teegin's lives, that's why you're here.
As you all know, Mick and Teegin have had a bit of a rough time the last 12 months, and if it wasn't for you people, I really think it would have been made a little bit harder. So I'd like to propose a toast to family, and we know what family are. Family are our blood relatives, and I can see a couple of us here. And also, in our family, we have Pamely. Pamely are our family that we have chose to come. They are part of us. Just like Teegin said, it blew me away when Teegin mentioned that, because that's what we like. We have our family. They might not be blood relations, and I can see quite a few of you all over here. I won't mention names, you know who they are. And also our mates. And if it wasn't for our mates, we just wouldn't get through life. So can you please raise your glasses and let's propose a toast. Actually, I'd like to do this.
Gotta get me beer.
For my husband Jeff and my gorgeous daughter over there, Jodie. So please raise your glasses and all the best.
Well, there's beer there somewhere.
I can't thank everyone enough. I got a special shout out to the bishops, Jimmy, Sharon, Faye, Jaden. They've done so much for us. Yeah. Anyways. And I suppose I've got to give a special shout out to my lovely, beautiful bride. She looks stunning tonight. We've been through some shit. But she's helped me keep it all together. I couldn't have done it without her. Love ya. Tonight's just about just having a drink, having a laugh, just kicking back, relaxing, and just, yeah, enjoying life. So yeah, have a drink, have a good feed, have a laugh, and yeah, cheers. Thank you.
Anyone else? Anyone else got the green story? Sharon's a disgrace. Hey, now, Bishop, get in it. Where's your monitor?
5 minutes free time.
I was humping my blue down the dusty Nevada road. The duck went down to the lemonade stand. He said to the man who ran the stand, "Got any grapes?"
And he waddled away, waddle. Hi everyone, thank you for being part of this beautiful day. Love these guys so much. Thanks Nick, Robin, and everyone for doing everything they did for these guys. Appreciate you being in my life and love yous, that's it.
This is the Tim Tam cake. As in Tim Tams, Tim Tams, Tim Tams. Oh, Tim Tams. More Tim Tams.
Just grab
Can't see much. Keep those lights flashing. Look at it.
take it all the way.
You're going to take it from a Mick. Take it from her. She's not sharing. Teegin doesn't share food.
Just stand back, just come grab it too. Let me show it.
Oh, kids having a go. Oh.
There we go. Harry!
Summer loving, had me a blast.
Summer loving happened so fast. Oh, crazy for me.
No matter boy, cute as can be.
Summer days drifting away. While summer nights. Oh, well. Tell me more, did she put up a fight?
Tell me more, let's see how it
Just she got her dread.
He ran by me, that must have been.
I said the light, she nearly drowned.
He showed up, laughing around.
Summer sun, left me gone. Summer nights. Oh, well. Tell me more. Tell me more, did she put up a fight?
Here we go, we got this.
It's the color, that's where it ends.
So I told her we'd still be friends.
Then we made our true love.
Wonder why she's doing that.
Summer dreams,
Trips at sea.
Thank you.
Who's up? Who's up? What are you doing, Joe?
What's a banger?
Oh, no.
That's it.
you can dance, having the
place. The gambler, he broke even. But in this final world, I found the things that I can keep. You gotta know when to roll up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You gotta know when to roll up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You gotta know when to roll up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Yes, you better slow that Mustang down. Mustang Sally, my baby. Yes, you better slow that Mustang down. You've been running all over town. Oh, you better put your fat feet on the ground. All you wanna do is ride around, Sally. All you wanna do is ride around, Sally. All you wanna do is ride around, Sally. Yeah. All you wanna do is ride around, Sally. Sally, ride. In one of these early mornings, I'm gonna be wiping those weeping eyes. Yeah. I bought you a brand new Mustang. It was 1965. Now you come around, you big fine woman,